In microeconomics, there are three terms which are really confusing. I'm going to explain you these three terms. And what are these three terms? I will explain you here. And they are number one, ceteris paribus. Number two, the concept of margin. Number three, time dimension. The term ceteris paribus is a Latin term which means that all factors are kept constant while we explain any kind of law or economic theory. And in economics, we have multiple laws like law of demand, law of supply, and there are various other laws as well. In law of demand, for example, we consider some factors which are kept constant while explaining the law. And those factors include taste and fashion, weather, population, and there are so many other factors as well. So when we explain law of demand, we consider ceteris paribus, means we keep all other factors constant while we want to consider the impact of change in price and quantity demand. The second term is margin, and the concept of margin is also really important term, and it is continuously used in microeconomics. And the concept margin means the impact of producing or consuming one additional unit of a product. For example, if a firm decides to produce one additional unit of product and it leads to some extra cost, that extra cost for that extra unit produced would be the marginal cost. And we also use the alternative word for margin, that is marginal. For example, in case of cost, we generally consider marginal cost, which is the change in total cost divided by change in quantity. For example, if we were already producing some output, let's say we were producing 100 units of a certain product, the total cost for 100 units produced was, let's say, $1,000. And if now we decided to produce one additional unit, so total cost may rise to 1200. When we produced one more unit, we have to pay 200 extra cost. So this extra cost of this extra unit produced is called marginal cost. The third concept is time dimension, and time is basically divided into three types. One is short run, and the other one is long run, and the third time dimension is very long run. Short run is a period of time in which at least one of the factors of production is fixed, or one of the factors of production is at least variable. If we have factors of production, land, labor, and capital, and we can increase labor, we can increase, let's say, land, but we cannot purchase new machinery and capital, then it would be shortened period of time for us. In different subjects, shorten has different meaning. In business studies, this term is used for a certain period of time that might be less than 1 year. So less than 1 year period is shorten in business and accounting, but in economics, we don't consider shorten in number of months or in number of years. Rather, we consider shorten as per the change in factors of production, land, labor, and capital. However, if we can purchase new land, if we can hire new workers, and we can purchase new capital or machinery, that would be a long run period of time. And very long run is a period of time in which, along with all the factors of production, state of technology, government regulation, and social considerations can also change.